Good afternoon. How is everyone doing? So today I just want to briefly talk about your marketing message. So you will frequently hear me talking about finding your why. I've done a number of articles that center all around it. And I think I've even spoken before on a live about helping my clients find their why. Well, there is a bit more to it than just establishing your why. As I've said before, your personal and your professional why are tied in, but your why also needs to be within your marketing message. But, and this is the big but, when you are marketing, what you should not be doing is making it about yourself. And you may think, hang on a second, how does that make any sense? What you need to be doing is resonating with your customer or client. Ultimately, they are, if you look at it as a story, and this is one of the other things that I teach, is it's about your customer or your client is the hero of the story. It's not you as a business. You as a business are the guide, not the hero. Okay, so when you are doing your marketing message, it is so important that it is about your customer and not yourself. But I know that you're going to then ask, well, hang on a second, how does that then link in with my why? The whole point is your why resonates with your customers or clients, right? You will have either the same why or they buy into your why, but it's still ultimately about the customer or your client. Okay, so inherently your marketing message, the one thing I kind of want to make sure here is, do you know what your marketing message is? Can you say it easily? These are all things that my general experience is often that when you're asked, say, for example, at an event or networking, people will talk about what they do, maybe even how they do it, but they don't talk about why they do it. And the why, like I said, is an absolutely central piece. And the key thing with your marketing message is it needs to be easily remembered and repeatable. And it also needs to be something that within your own team, do they know what it is? So obviously, the one thing with what I do is, if you look on a lot of our marketing, you'll see that within sometimes depending on the logo, it's not on the video, but our main logo has our tagline, which is helping businesses thrive, not just survive. Now, that's part of the marketing message, but that's not the complete piece. So when I'm actually talking at events, the key part for me is I'm talking about helping businesses become more efficient and more effective, therefore more profitable, through mindset, vision, systems and processes, enabling freedom for the business owner, right? That is in essence my marketing message, because what I'm doing is I'm talking about what I'm doing, but I'm talking about how I do it, and I'm talking about why I do it. Because ultimately, I know that my businesses, they want to thrive. They don't just want to survive. But the way in which they thrive is they need to be as efficient and as effective as possible. And that then leads to profitability. And if they're profitable, then they'll start to thrive and they can grow. But ultimately, the other key part is the business owner themselves wants to have more freedom. So whether that's freedom to work on the business rather than in it all the time so they can continue to grow it, whether it's freedom to be able to do what they want when they want, or whether it's freedom to spend more time with family, ultimately, my why is all about freedom and independence. So that is where I'm trying to help my clients as business owners be able to achieve that freedom. Now, freedom will be different to everyone, okay? What my idea of freedom is and what somebody else's idea of freedom will be completely different. But ultimately, what I want to do is I want my customers or my clients to buy into my why, And it is also what they're ultimately hoping to achieve. And in some ways, it's a kind of a bit of a step by step, because they become more efficient and more effective, which then achieves the profits. And as a result of the profits, they can then start to thrive. And as they're thriving, that ultimately then leads them to freedom. So what I'm trying to get at here, and I think it's so important, is with your marketing message, you are emotionally connecting with your customer or your client. It isn't just about what you do. You're fixing, yes, an external problem, right? So that could be the fact that you've got a toilet leak, so you need a plumber. It might be the fact that you need a new kitchen. It might be the fact that you need your accounts done. That is an external problem. And yes, you need to be able to have that external problem fixed. But what people often forget is it's not just about the external problem, it's about the internal problem. And it's about how, by that thing not being done, it makes you feel as a client or a customer. It's not about how you feel as the business, it's about how your customer is feeling. So you are then effectively helping them relieve whatever that feeling may well be. So your marketing message needs to be out there that's talking about the external problem that you're fixing, but also talking about the internal problem, which is helping them feel better about themselves. And this is something that I truly believe in, and it's something that I have learned about over the years. And I think this is something that I really feel is so important for businesses, is that they need to get this marketing message right. They need to be looking at the external problem and the internal problem. So I just wanted to share kind of a few thoughts. I wanted to just share that as a little bit of a snapshot. What I'm intending to do is tomorrow, we've got the Business Growth Forum. So I will be doing a bit more of a deep dive in relation to the external and internal problem, and about your marketing message, and talking again a bit more about the why, etc. So if you want to hear more and you want help in learning how you can identify your why, learning in terms of how you can improve your marketing message, then the key thing is to get yourself booked in to the event that's at tomorrow. It's 12 noon. It's always on Zoom. You can either use the Eventbrite link. I will pop that up on here if you just bear with me. So you've got the Eventbrite link, or you can also book in through the Zoom, or you can confirm via Facebook. But the key thing is with Facebook, you'll still need to book in via the Zoom link, because ultimately it's the Zoom link that will give you the Zoom so you can connect in. Eventbrite will email you the Zoom link. So it's really either confirming by Eventbrite or confirming by Zoom. So if you would like to hear more about establishing your why, doing a deeper dive in relation to your marketing message and dealing with the external and internal problem, then please make sure that you book in. I will put the Zoom registration link in the comments so that you can get yourself booked in. But it's something that I feel really passionate about in terms of getting your marketing message right. I don't hold myself out to be a marketeer, but ultimately just getting these basic aspects right will then catapult your business so that you can obtain the clients that you want. Now, there's all a separate piece about establishing your ideal client. I'm not going to go into that today, and I'm unlikely to go into that in the Business Growth Forum. The main thing that I'm focusing on at this point is helping you establish your why, and also establishing in terms of your external and internal problem, and doing a deep dive on that. So make sure that you get yourselves booked in. It's at 12 noon tomorrow, and I look forward to seeing as many of you there as possible. I hope you found just a little snapshot I've just shared with you helpful, and I look forward to seeing as many of you in the Business Growth Forum tomorrow as possible. And I hope you have a fantastic what's left of the afternoon and evening, and I'll no doubt be back on the lives again soon. Take care now.